What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Tesla stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point and we had only one trading session since I made my previous video. That's why we don't have much price action, but I have to say that it is quite meaningful price action and I will show you why I think so. But for now, let me remind you that we hit the range of 0.5 if I switch to daily time frame and zoom out a little bit. You can see now that from the bottom of this price action, from basically the mid-summer of 2019 till present day, I pulled the Fibonacci retracement tool from this bottom to this top, and right here we have the 0.5 range. It is a 50% movement to the downside from its peak. And we reached this level just 2 sessions ago, and it is the price point of roughly $640. And from this range we have very good movement to the upside, and it was for about 6%, a little bit more than 6%. And I have to say that the 0.5 range is one of the ranges where algo trades started to add its positions, and its price target is right here at the negative 0.236 range at $1,532. And I have to say that as long as we won't break the range of roughly $457, because the stop loss for this algo trade is right here, definitely we might see this movement to the upside, but it is very long price target, because we have the bottom of this price action back in 2019. So, and what should we expect in near future, I will show you in my technical analysis. But for now, let's continue with the news. And definitely we have a lot of news related to Tesla's plans. Let me show you first of all this one. We are on Reuters.com, and this article was published on May 23rd. And it's titled, Tesla plans to ramp up to pre-lockdown output in Shanghai by Tuesday. And let me go to these details. Tesla Incorporated plans to restore production at its Shanghai plant to the level at which it had operated before the city's COVID-19 lockdown by Tuesday, a day later than its most recent recovery plan, according to an internal memo seen by Reuters. Tesla will more than double its daily output to 2,600 electric vehicles at its Shanghai plant from Tuesday, according to the memo detailing the plan. That compares to around 1,000 EVs produced on Monday, according to the memo, and would bring Tesla's weekly output to nearly 16,000 units, the memo showed. Tesla didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. And definitely we were awaiting for this news, because the most important part and the most important plant for Tesla is the Shanghai plant, and it is the highest contributor to its production and deliveries rate, because it produces the majority of its vehicles. And definitely the lockdown pushed back the numbers of this plant, and definitely as long as this plant shows lower numbers of its productions, definitely Tesla will experience more bearish pressure. And let me show you what do we have with other Tesla's plants. Let me show you right here. On May 23rd, on driveteslacanada.ca, we have this article that is titled, Tesla adds second shift at GIGA Berlin as production ramp increases. And let me go to this. According to a source familiar with the plans, the second shift at GIGA Berlin starts today, Monday, May 23rd. This gives Tesla 16 hours of production at the factory, with the first shift running from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. and the second shift taking over at 3 p.m. and working until 11 p.m. And definitely it is a very good sign that they added another shift, and I have to say that we don't have real numbers, what are their current production rates, and I think we will see it not earlier than by the end of this month probably, or at the end of the quarter. But still we have this very good news that potentially might compensate the lower levels of production at Shanghai plant. This means this news might be crucial for Tesla, and definitely because of the GIGA Berlin probably we won't see the decrease in price of Tesla shares. On top of that, let me show you another news. For now, it is related to its GIGA Texas plant, and let me quote you this. Environmentalists are trying to stop Tesla's GIGA Texas expansion. Several groups are calling on Austin's mayor to withhold permits for the automaker's battery cathode facility. And let me quote you this. A number of environmentalists and activist groups are attempting to stop Tesla's plant expansion of Gigafactory Texas. The automaker wants to build a new battery cathode plant next to its main Austin facility. The groups outlined their concerns in a letter to Mayor Steve Adler, calling on him to withhold Tesla's permits. The groups felt Tesla has already done enough environmental damage in Austin with the construction of its main factory, and an additional battery cathode facility is unnecessary. Its construction would require even more of the city's resources, such as water. The latter is a key concern, with the groups worried a toxic battery cathode plant by the Colorado River might infect Austin's water supply. So definitely it is not the best news related to Gigafactory Texas, and that's why we have to be very cautious with upcoming price action. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as already mentioned, we don't have much price action during last session. Basically, we have the sideways movement, but right here, let me show you more thoroughly. At the very beginning of Monday's session, we had this movement to the downside, but right after that, we had huge increase in volume. And this volume shows that the range of 0.5 might be very strong range of support. And as long as this pivot holds, probably we won't see lower price action for this asset. And definitely, we cannot rely on the movement to the downside as long as this is our lowest point so far. So let me show you on a slightly bigger picture, what do we have with the latest movement to the downside. From this top, and I have to say that I don't need these tools right now, we have several waves. And definitely it is quite tricky to make any Elliott wave breakdowns despite the clear waves right here, because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waves, and definitely it is not the case because we cannot have 7 waves, we have to have 5 waves structure only. And let me show you that probably we might have, this is our first wave on a slightly bigger scale, this is our second, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is our third wave. This means if it is the case, let me mark it for you, we have this is our first, second, third, fourth, and probably it is the bottom of the fifth wave. If it is the case, we should retrace the entire wave from this top to this bottom in order to have next leg to the downside to make this wave from this top completed. And for next several sessions, we might see probably the bounce to the upside, and this bounce might lead to following targets. If I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from this top to this bottom, right here, we have the range of 0.236 and 0.382 are the most probable ranges where we might land the top of this next leg to the upside. And if it is the case, next movement will be lower, and in a matter of a couple of months, probably at the time when we will see their next earnings report, we might see next leg to the downside that will land, let me show you a little bit further. Let me show you potential range of support. We might land at this bottom. We have basically double bottom pattern at the beginning of March 2021 and in the middle of May 2021, and it is the range of roughly $550. So next movement might hit the range of $745.79, and depending on its structure I can project further movements, but on a bigger scale we probably might have one more leg to the downside, and it will be at the middle of summer 2022. So what should you do if you want to catch this trade? Let me zoom in a little bit to hourly time frame. If you want to invest in this asset, you can accumulate on these levels, and definitely the ranges of about $660 is very attractive average price. But if you want to catch the swing trade, you can accumulate your position right here at the current price, but your stop loss should be slightly below this previous bottom, and it is about 4.5% of downside potential, and your first price target might be right here at 13.05% of potential profits. This means risk to reward ratio is 3:1. It is quite decent risk to reward ratio, but definitely we should take a closer look on the upcoming news from its gigafactories. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag.